Turn your radios up. Turn your radios up. Y'all know who this is. B-Eazy, a double header, a 2-for-1 impromptu stream, back with another one. This one is gonna be a banger. Certified. Might go platinum, maybe not, but yeah, we gonna get right into it. And maybe I'll be joined by some illustrious guests. I know it's late for my folks on the East Coast, so let me get this out early. Greetings, salutations to all of those people that will be viewing this live concurrently, interacting with your boy, that dude, and also the replay gang. I sincerely appreciate all of y'all. It takes a village, right? And that applies to this YouTube world, this virtual content creation sphere. You know what I mean? We got to help each other. Let your name be known, have some manners. When you come in, hit the like button, feel free to share, and we gonna get into it. Maybe I'll be joined by some illustrious guests. And if you ain't on no troll stuff and you want to have a decent and a substantive discussion, we will get into it. But before I gotta hit ya.
私も地元民。と言っても、実際すがいです。もう友達できたの？うん。ぶったまんまこっち見ろ。
Look, this promethazine got me leaning like a cholo in the club. I'm 20 deep. I don't be riding solo. Pull some bad bitches, they vanilla and cocoa. They wanna take some photos when we kick it out in Soho. Chicks are showing tits and popping pussy for my promo. Told them like juvenile, baby, move it for me slow-mo. Then I'm right back to the block, cause I keep getting moto. I be flipping, not shrinking. I don't give a fuck about no ho, no ho. This nigga name ain't D-Lo, but pimpin' these bitches and stacking this bread forever be my stilo. This is B-Eazy, that dude in the trap making pass smooth. If I ever go broke, then I'm about to pull a jack move. Since a nigga healthy, I don't even gotta worry. With my bitch from Fiji, eating tandoori and chicken curry. That ism is really indie. My pimp game international. I design my own clothes, so I be always looking fashionable. Here's a couple facts about me that y'all didn't know. Some of y'all be getting bread, but I be getting bigger, dawg. I got bigger guns and a whole lot of bad.
Okay, we are here and we are activated. And already we have been joined surprisingly on this late night. Let me go ahead and switch this out right here. Uno momento. And we've been joined by none other than John Sinatra in building. John Sinatra, if you ready to hit that link, let me know, because I'm primed and ready. We're going to get right into it. Roger Meadows says he's going to go to bed within the hour. Don't worry, Roger. You won't be here for a long time, but I'll make sure that I deliver on a very strong performance. So let's get right into it. So, John, let me know whenever you're ready, and I'll drop that link. But not to keep y'all waiting. Let me just switch one thing up right here. Bam. That's all I want to do. Now we're going to get right into it. So let me set the stage for this. Let me set the stage, right? Let me get the mood right. So we want to talk about cultural gatekeeping. If no one is familiar with the artist, he is an extremely talented artist. He is an innovative artist. He is from the Bay Area, Vallejo, California, to be specific. The artist goes by the name of LaRussell. He's a young man. He is talented on the mic, but he's also a great businessman. He's put a lot of people on. He's shown a lot of people the game. He's shown a lot of OGs the game that they should have been putting others on. He's put others on. And I'm not saying that he reinvented the wheel, or did something groundbreaking that no one else couldn't have thought of. It's not about what you think of, it's about what you execute. I could think of the greatest play in football history, but if you don't execute that play right, it's not the greatest play. And if someone else executes that play, no one is going to be lauding you for thinking of the greatest play if you couldn't find a way to execute it. So shout out to LaRussell. He calls out this platform called Thizzler. Thizzler is an extremely popular platform in the Bay Area. You know, I would consider it a cultural vampire platform where they suck the blood and the life out of Black creations, the Black community, and try to reframe it under this diversity, all lives matter, we all the same, because we grew up on hip-hop, and that's why we can't help but to say nigga, and that's why we can't help to put out degenerate stuff that's framed as, oh, this is not like a Black platform, but it's built on the backs of Black creators and creation, only to just like discard and dismiss what the Black perspective is on a cultural gatekeeping and cultural integrity. So let's see. Oh snap, we got sunlight. Where are you at again? Are you in Florida or what? Are you in the 305? You in Dade County? Where you at? But shout out to the sophisticated, the mesmerizing, the delightful sunlight in the building. Back for the double header, the late night. John is already saying drop the link like he ready. Okay, it looks like he is ready. So uno momento, you ain't said nothing but a word. So let's get into this. So I already set the stage for y'all, and I'm emphasizing on the cultural gatekeeping point. So I'm gonna let LaRussell say what he gotta say. 850 Florida. Is it Florida or Florida? I think Florida sounds a little bit better, but the racist panhandle. Yes, the panhandle is racist. That's putting it mildly. So let's see what LaRussell has to say. I'm going to let him say what he has to say, and then I'm going to replay it back, and I'm going to do a play-by-play of what he has to say. So here we go.
Was once something really, really special in our culture and really necessary. It helped propel a lot of independent movements early, and it meant something. But at some point, that changed. And it's shameful, because that's, from the outer perspective, that's a lot of people's like insight onto Bay Area music and Bay Area culture. And it's not a great representation, because the people that be in there in the space they gathered, is like, is nasty, is negative. That ain't right. That ain't the Bay. That ain't what we represent. That ain't how we are. And, you know, at some point, they're going to have to take accountability for what they created and what they built and what they cultivated. And niggas could, you know, act like they don't know why and how and what's going on, but y'all know. And it's y'all have a due diligence to clean it up. Everything ain't worth going viral. Have some moral about the shit that you doing and what you putting out into the world.
Okay, so I'm gonna replay that and give a play-by-play, but hold on, let me pop back up here. What was there to disagree with? So now let me play it.
It was once something really, really special in our culture and really necessary. It helped.
So I disagree that it was necessary, because like I said, Thizzler didn't reinvent the wheel or do anything magical or groundbreaking that hasn't been done. Were they able to capitalize and monetize? Yes, they were, but that's just an extraction process. That's exploitation, because it's exploitation because it wasn't mutual. They saw, oh, look, man, we can make some money. So they saw it as something that they can just take money from. They didn't see it as a cultural thing, something that's entrenched in them, something that's a part of their being and identity. They just saw it as like a sweet lick here. Oh, look at this little rap lick over here. Look at this cultural thing that we can cosplay and vulture off of, extract money, and who cares? It's almost like a rental. People don't drive rental cars the same way they drive their car. You know, in theory you should, but you like, it's a rental car. So what if I ash on it and have Fritos and Cheetos under the seat, and all sorts of cat hair and things like that? It's just a rental. So that's how many people view hip hop and this specific platform. Thizzler, we got to talk about the cultural tethering. We got to talk about the cultural leeching of Thizzler in itself. Thizzler comes from the name Thiz. Thiz popularized by the late great Mac Dre and other Vallejo legends. All they did was take that word and add 3 extra letters. Now, maybe they had a deal with these other people. I don't see a lot of preferential Vallejo bias. And I'm not saying that there should be a bias simply because people in Vallejo came up with the term Thiz, but I would just like to know, just in terms of paying homage, did they pay Mac Dre's family? Did they pay any of the creators of Thiz? Oh no, we're not Thiz, we're Thizzler. We're a play on what? Twizzlers? Twizzlers is licorice. So you want your name associated with licorice? No, you wouldn't do that. But when Mac Dre says Thiz is what it is, you don't mind your name being associated with that. But your name is associated with Thiz, but you've done nothing to uplift the founders of Thiz. The founders of the culture, not just this specifically with the culture. Yes, maybe you've helped other people, but you've helped yourself. If people are paying to get on your platform and it's like, I helped you get on my platform, I paid you to get on that platform. So, mutual exchange, fair exchange is no robbery. Don't act like you did someone a grand favor. I sold you a jacket. Yeah, bro, I paid you for the jacket. You want customers, right? You want paying customers. You want to sell your merch. I wanted to buy the merch. Like, what are we talking about here? But let's see who else has joined us. Okay, yeah, I'm like, bruh, you trying to come up? Because it's like I'm gonna speak on it, and then I might move on to the next story. But let me play a little bit more of this.
Propel a lot of independent movements early, and it meant something. But at some point,
okay, when he said it meant something to what? It meant something to who? You know what I mean? Like, because I never looked at Thizzler as like, okay, if Thizzler says this, then this is what it is. And when someone says Thiz is what it is, they weren't talking about Thizzler. So I don't really believe that Thizzler is necessary. Is independent media necessary? Is cultural standard media, unbiased, unfiltered, unadulterated, foundational Black American freedom in the media? Yes, that's necessary. But people from outside the culture, and I'm not saying that you have to be from the culture and of the lineage to have a say, to have opinion, or to even engage or invest, but to try to take it over and just disrespect, yeah, that simply can't be and won't be tolerated. You see how country people, Black people, started country music, and you got all sorts of white bigots foaming at the mouth to culturally gatekeep. And I think it's within reason for them to go culturally gatekeep, but not just these frivolous, bigoted claims. And also, I don't agree with the erasure to act like, hey, Black people didn't start it. We don't mind giving credit to someone else creating something. We don't, but we have to honor and acknowledge who created it first, right? You're doing a rebrand of what was already done. You know, you're reinventing or revitalizing something that was already done. You're not the originator of it. And that's all many people are saying.
That changed. And it's shameful because that's, from the outer perspective, that's a lot of people's like insight onto Bay Area music and Bay Area culture.
So from the outer perspective, he's saying that many people, their perception of Bay Area culture, hold on, let me kick this back in. Their perception of Bay Area culture is from what they see in media and music from Thizzler. And Thizzler is one of those platforms founded and made by non-blacks. And yeah, of course, they're going to have some black people that are tokenized to say, no, we're not racist and we support the blacks because look, we have this small number of black people working for us. So blacks co-sign it because these few black people that we have working for us that we paid, they're co-signing it because we're paying them. And that speaks for all of the other parts of the black community that were not paid. You know what I mean? And they don't want us to say anything. They don't want us to culturally gatekeep. It's just like, get over it. Okay? Well, get over us calling you out. Get over us retracting and rescinding our support. John, is that really you, bruh?
Yeah, this me.
Hold on, bruh. Yeah. Is that John?
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, this me. I'm trying to fix my avatar picture. Hold on.
Okay. I was like,
Who the hell are you?
Hold on.
trying to figure out who bruh is.
Hold on, fixing my avatar picture. I'm ready though. Go ahead.
Okay.
And it's not a great representation because the people that be in there in the space they gathered, it's like, it's nasty, it's negative. That ain't right. That ain't the Bay. That ain't what we represent. That ain't how we are. And, you know, at some point, they're going to have to take accountability for what they created and what they built and what they cultivated. And niggas could, you know, act like they don't know why and how and what's going on, but y'all know. And this y'all have a due diligence to clean it up. Everything ain't worth going viral. Have some moral about the shit that you doing and what you putting out into the world.
You there, John?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
So, you know, I got a lot to say, but like he said, have some morals about what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all doing. See, I'm a free speech absolutist. So, hey, if you want to put out this depraved, degenerate stuff, that is fine. But you are not free from consequences and you're not free from criticism. So when y'all want to put out this stuff that is displaying our culture, see, when they want to put out all of this disgusting stuff, hey man, that's black culture, man. But then when it comes to who created hip hop, man, it ain't just blacks that created hip hop. Everybody had a hand in it. No, y'all didn't. I always use this analogy, man. If we was at the cookout, bruh, and we whipped up the chicken, the ribs, the fries, we had dessert, watermelon, everything else, bruh, and somebody brought the paper plates, yeah, thank you, bruh. You did contribute, bruh. You contributed to the betterment of the things, because we already had plates, right? We had plates, but we was running out of plates. So thank you, bro, for bringing a couple extra plates, bro. But to say that you cooked the food, I cooked the food and I organized the cookout, huh? And that's what people were doing with the Latinos, is saying they was there since the beginning. Notice the tricky words. They was there. Yeah, they was there while black people was rapping. They were there as spectators. So because they was there at the parties, dancing, they was memorizing what we was doing, suddenly that makes them the creators. You've been to a sports game before. You was there. Does that mean that you was part of the team that won the championship? You wasn't on the field. You wasn't throwing the ball. You wasn't catching the ball, but you was there. They
Right.
wasn't rapping, they wasn't doing no DJ and stuff, but they was there, and then suddenly they start doing it years later, and it's like, yeah, man, we helped y'all create it. No, you came later and contributed. We'll give y'all props for your contribution, but contribution is not cultivation or creation. And that's what Thizzler is. Thizzler didn't create anything. Did they contribute? Yes. We can give them props for a contribution, but to act like we needed them to create something, no, because they didn't create anything. Think about this. You got your company Exclusive Elusive. What if I start a company called The Exclusive Elusive? Hey, it's not the same company. Yours is Exclusive Elusive. Mine's is The Exclusive Elusive. That's all Thizzler is. We ain't Thiz. We're Thizzler.
Right.
Huh? Go ahead, bruh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with, okay, I say I probably discovered Thizzler, probably like some years ago, probably like 20, I don't know exactly how long they've been around, but I just remember really kind of acknowledging it, like 27, 16, 17, something like that. And it started off initially, like you said, you hear the name Thizzler, so I just assumed it had something to do with Thiz Entertainment, which is everybody know the late great Mac Dre, and the Romper Room, and shout out to all them, which happened to be out of Vallejo, ironically, like LaRussell, right? So I heard about it, and then like I said, I thought it was Thiz Entertainment. I found out way later on that it had nothing to do with Thiz Entertainment, and I was like, damn, how's that? I wonder how that went down like that. Like, why they let it just, not saying that Thizzler is Thiz Entertainment, but it's just Thiz. It's Thizzler. Like they wouldn't.
Yeah, come on, bro.
They wouldn't have came up with that name
without that, bro. Thiz is exclusive. Come on, John, you've been around this country. Hold on. Let me get this out, bro, because I want you to cook, bro. You've been around the country, bro. You got family from the South and Texas. You've been in the A in Atlanta. You've been in all parts of the South. Thiz is an exclusive Bay Area word. Thiz is an exclusive Mac Dre Cutthroat Committee word. So to just kind of appropriate that word and not give, cultural homage. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's not even, I don't even think they would try to argue. If they did, that'd be crazy. I don't even think they would try to argue that they didn't get the name from Thiz. First of all, y'all are a Bay Area brand. Thiz is the Bay. So there's no way that y'all thought of that without thinking of Thiz or, So it's like, damn, you would think that the homage would be at an all-time high with something like that, being that they took a name from something that was so, embedded in the culture of Northern California. Now, where we at with it today, and based off what LaRussell said and what they said back to LaRussell, that go back to like what you getting at with the and with this particular thing, I really don't see how nobody could really not see it. I mean, I can see how they can't see it the way we see it because they not us, right? And they just more so following along with the culture, and we, the innovators. But I'm saying, it's just crazy to me how they can't see like the offense that we take as a culture by them feeling like they could tell somebody like LaRussell in the comment, like, hey, if you want to make a change, come to a cipher or be the change or some shit they said.
Hold on, bro. I'm glad, bro. I almost forgot about that. So thank you, but don't trip. Like the brother Jason Black says, I didn't bring receipts. I brought invoices. I ain't telling you what you're gonna pay. I'm telling you what you owe. Right here. The first comment. Thizzler says, be the change you want to see. Pull up for a cipher. So hold on. First of all, he's calling y'all out. And instead of you taking any responsibility, because remember, you know, I always like to call people out when they say the black community has an accountability problem. What accountability is Thizzler taking right here? He's saying be the change you want to see. No, he's telling y'all, hey, Thizzler, clean this up. Y'all know what y'all doing, be greater. And instead of saying, hey, look, you know what, we have been on some foolery, some buffoonery and chicanery. Nah, they flipping it back on him. Why won't you be the change? Aren't y'all supposed to be a bigger platform? I don't think Thizzler is bigger than LaRussell, so I'm just being facetious and hypothetical when I say that, right? Why are y'all not being the change? Y'all supposed to be this culturally dynamic platform that people have to come to. If you're looking to know about the Bay Area culture and music, you gotta come through and listen to Thizzler. And y'all putting out all of this BS.
For a cipher, they didn't even say. It's not like they took into account, like, from a critical standpoint. They saying, hey, you pull up and rap on our platform. You know
and they're not talking about paying them, right? As they try to treat themselves like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, even though the people should get paid, but it's understandable. Hey, look, man, you're gonna be seen by tens of millions, if not 100 plus million of people. We ain't paying you, but we're giving you the Super Bowl platform. Thizzler ain't that. Thizzler should be paying LaRussell instead. Pull up for a cipher that's gonna make our page pop. And then we gonna go back to posting the fuck shit. So I'll say this right now. F-U-C-K in all capital letters. Fuck Thizzler. I don't give a fuck about Thizzler. You niggas do not need Thizzler. Thizzler needs you. The fact that you're so mentally and psychologically fuck broken, self-defeated, and your self-esteem is that low, your cultural esteem is that low, you're reaching out to a platform that can't offer you, that's offering you what you can do for yourself. Oh man, they got money. Yeah, they got money that you're not getting anything out of. You're saying they got money, you're making them money, but you haven't made any money off of them or with them. So tell me why you're caping for them again. They don't respect you. They don't respect your community. They don't respect your cultural achievements. They don't respect your cultural contributions. They see you as a cultural extraction process. They're cultural vampires where they like to bite and tap into the blood and suck the blood dry. They live off the blood. You know what I mean? And they don't want to come out in the daylight because now I can see you in broad day. And sometimes you got to pop out and show Thizzler. You feel me?
Hey, real talk, right? Because the way they got at bro was straight disrespectful. They like, and you know what? They not the only ones that's like that. I think all the platforms and all the different little vulture type people that get in the culture, they all get that kind of same ego. Look at Vlad. Look at Adam 22. Once they get a certain, they start off humble. But then once they get their clout up, they get to popping it at us like, nigga, like we can make or break you. You know what I'm saying? We got our little subscribers and they feel like they just can't never fall, bro. But I'm gonna say it like this, right? If the Source magazine could ultimately end up coming to an end, and you know what I'm saying, you don't think a Thizzler or a Vlad, bro, you gotta understand, before there was a Facebook, it was a MySpace. Like, bro, there's always, you know, a next best thing in the works. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that you can't have longevity, but you gonna shorten your span by feeling like, you know, you just almighty and just, you know, they feeling like they more factors than what they actually are. You know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, right? Think about it. Okay, yeah, they're a platform that focuses on breaking Bay Area talent, or they started as a platform that was focused on breaking Bay Area talent, but then just ended up just being a payola type thing where, you know, pay to play, whatever, which, okay, it's a media platform. That's a part of the business. We not knocking that. It's just that when y'all start to just be completely irresponsible with carrying the torch for Northern California culture and your name is rooted Thiz, you know what I'm saying, is rooted in the Northern California culture. And then you getting, you respond to criticism by like basically like the top independent artist in the Bay Area with an up and coming independent, right? And you get at him like, in order for you to change something, you need to don't make a post and say something to us and speak your mind. You just need to pull up and rap at our cipher. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, with that talking like that,
And
I
even
don't
peep this, the whole be the change, they telling him to be the change. So what does that mean? That y'all not gonna change? Y'all telling him to change. No, man, you change. Okay, cool. Let's just say LaRussell did concede that and he changed. What does that mean for Thizzler? That y'all don't change? Y'all continue down the road doing the same fuck shit that he talking about? And this person below, shot by King Dame, we actually follow each other. I probably seen bro, I don't really know bruh, but this comment, bruh, look,
where's that?
his comment below says, this is why I started his company, right? And he follows me. He said, because the gatekeeping shit ain't it. Now this where you lose me. Like what are you saying? Yes, I agree. All of us should be.
Who is that?
No, this is just somebody that's had commented below this, and I was just reading the comment. I really highlighted the Thizzler comment, but somebody else had commented below. Yeah, and it's somebody named Shot by King Dame.
Okay, and he's saying that Thizzler with the gatekeeping shit.
But he said, but I don't know, and that's what I'm trying to say. It seemed because this is on LaRussell post. So I can't get if he's saying it's Thizzler with the gatekeeping shit or if he's saying LaRussell.
He can't be saying LaRussell. I'm thinking he's in agreement with what LaRussell said, and he's saying this why I started my own shit, because he ain't with the gatekeeping shit, because he feel like Thizzler. He can't be feeling like LaRussell was gatekeeping. LaRussell the one calling them out for the bullshit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, because I was like, bruh, don't tell.
Hey, but I just seen before you started this live, no cap, on LaRussell, his last post, he's saying he started his own magazine and shit.
And remember we was talking about that, because we're not only the polls, the source, but we are the standard. I know a lot of people don't like that. People want to refute and dispute that, but it's irrefutable.
Yeah, it's not up for debate, really, when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's not even up for debate. Think you can always kill them with one word. It's called the N-word. Think about one of the most lamest excuses that they always say. Y'all say it to each other all the time. Let's just go with that, right? So that means that you're just emulating us. What we say to each other, you can't help but to copy us. There's no gun to your head forcing you to say nigga, but y'all say it to each other, and that's why I'm so influenced. See, y'all be calling each other essay all the time. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up around a lot of y'all. I never was influenced to say that. We have sisters, we have women in our family, women that be calling each other, bitch, I'm a bad bitch, get out of here, girl, this. I don't be saying that. I don't be talking like that. Right. And saying, well, y'all say it to each other, and that's why I called your mama a bitch. Crazy. That logic wouldn't hold up with anything else. I know some gay people that call each other fags in an endearing way. You got a gay cousin. If I call you, hey, come over to the party and invite your fat cousin. Gays call each other fat. Why can't I? Like that logic wouldn't hold with anything else. But with us, you got a beautiful lady, right? You call your lady your boo thing, or your baby girl. You introduce you. Hey, what's up, B-Eazy? Here's my wife. Hey, what's up, baby girl? Nigga, don't call her what? You call your girl baby girl. Why can't I? See, that logic don't hold with anything else, but with nigga, it's supposed to hold.
It's supposed
you
to
call. You call John a nigga. Why can't I call him a nigga? It's like it just don't even make sense, bruh.
Right.
And just because I call John a nigga, like if you just jocking the style, you swagger jacking, you feel me? You can't help the bravado and the sauce that I'm dripping. Just say that, right? If you say that, look, bruh, y'all set the standard culturally. And you know what? We really just can't help ourselves. We have to say nigga, bruh. It's just like a phenomenon. Y'all are so so enigmatic that we have to do it. Then at least I can respect that. But instead, y'all don't have no culture. Y'all low IQ. Y'all lazy and stuff. But we want to emulate y'all style and, y'all culture, but act like we're not doing that.
Yeah, and at this point, they feel like they are the culture. They feel like they don't see any difference in themselves and the actual, pillars of the culture, which is us, right? They don't see no different. They feel like that's why they talking like that. Oh yeah, just pull up and come do a cipher. What is him rapping? He already a successful rapper. He don't even need Thizzler for one. It doesn't even
Bro, he did a party in his backyard. Bro, literally, bro, I seen him do a party in his backyard and made like 100 bands or something. He did like a,
bro.
He did like an
I ain't never seen nobody do that. Not no.
That's what I'm trying to say. What OGs seen that? He did a party. Now I did see Nipsey do something similar with, and I'm not saying this is the same. I'm just talking about when he sold the CD for $100, but he upped the ante. He did a party, and I think the tickets was like $1,000 because it wasn't supposed to be a big thing. It was supposed to be a very exclusive thing. He sold it out. I think it was only like 100 some tickets. 100 plus people spent it. You know what I mean? He
Ipsy or LaRussell did this?
LaRussell.
Okay. Because I know he be doing the thing. He be doing something where it's like you can just bid whatever, like for tickets.
Yeah. Pay. It's like a pay what you want type of thing.
Like the proud to pay type shit, like Nipsey did, like a similar.
That's what I said. I said it was like a similar thing, but he kind of evolved and upped the ante. Like you got to give, bro. And I'm not saying nobody nowhere. It's almost like like a certain dance move or something. Like, yeah, so and so hit that. Yeah, bro took it to a different level. Like people was dancing before Michael Jackson, right? And then some people just take the dances to a different level. That's all we saying, bro. Because you can find in history people doing similar things. Like so and so did this a long time ago. Yeah, but it wasn't quite the same, and it wasn't this level. And it's not about what you did then. It's about what you're doing now.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I ain't gonna lie, even being an independent artist like Nipsey and LaRussell, I definitely pay big attention like to their blueprints and how they move and what they do, because they really just showing you how we all gotta start moving, not saying to do the exact same thing, but just being innovators, bro, and taking advantage of what you can do yourself versus just trying to depend on these platforms and shit like that to a degree, bro. Because like I say, the more we put the ball in their court and empower them, the weaker it makes the culture. Because at the end of the day, they don't respect the culture. They just trying to cash out. This is all about, pay to play. Yeah, give us this money. We'll make you on the front page. We'll get your views up to this. Ain't gonna be no real views. It's gonna be bots and all kind of shit. But, you gotta look and we'll cap and give you a persona like you the top dog in the Bay or something. But really, it just, you just paying them just to say what they gonna say, and then it turns into the ones that's really of the culture, that's putting in work, that really need exposure so the game can keep evolving, so it can get bigger. The game it's gonna hit a glass ceiling. That's what happened every single time, bro. When authenticity and when the vultures take over shit, bro, there's a glass ceiling that just ends up just, you hit that climax, and then nobody goes past that, and then the game get bored, it get dried out for a long time, and it fuck up the game because it make a lot of the talent go off and do other shit, don't really want to,
Hey, and hold on, let me speak on that real quick because some people were making a big deal. I think this was the first time in like a few decades where, and I have my issues with the Billboard. We never look to the Billboard, the hottest stuff. You know what I mean? Your stuff ain't on the Billboard right now, and you got hotter music than stuff that's on the Billboard. So I'm not trying to say that this is the end all be all. I'm just using this as a reference to what you're saying. But people were saying, okay, it was like the first time in like decades that there wasn't a rap song in the top 40 stuff. And then people want to try to say, well, hip hop is dead and blah, blah, blah. I think that's one of the idiotic arguments, because people will say hip hop is dead and then they go on a road trip and guess what they play? All rap, no country music, no nothing and stuff like that.
When it wasn't a rap song in the top 40 though.
It just recently happened. That's what they just said. There's like, here, let me try to find the story while I'm talking, but let me just talk about that. I don't think that really matters, because right now, even if there was a rap song in the top 40 Billboard, would you know? I don't look to the Billboard as my, to get my cultural cues from,
we don't we don't judge the Billboard. Like, that don't got nothing to do with us shit. That's some industry shit.
No, and that's what I'm trying to say. So from the industry standpoint, that's kind of the talking point. Is hip hop dead and all this other stuff? And let's just say it possibly was. Who would have killed it? Because they always try to say that, hey, we're low IQ, we were unorganized, and we don't have the power, we don't have the acumen, and we don't own anything. Fine, we can't hold you on that, right?
Bro, so I'm looking at this shit right now. But
so if we don't own hip hop, right, as they say, who owned hip hop and who killed it? They don't want to have that conversation. You see what I'm saying?
Right? No, hell no, they don't. And at the end of the day, hip hop ain't never died, bro. It's just that this mainstream shit hits a climax, bro. Like I said, it hits the ceiling, and then when it hit the ceiling, because it's all about payola and them just getting money and sucking it,
and then they acting like they can't figure it out.
Right?
Y'all interjected, like they interject. Yeah, y'all interject that one little white dude with the little muffin top from Utah that be bouncing out the load and bouncing out the load and bouncing out the and
then what's his name? Little B-Eazy? What's his name?
Yeah, come on, bro. This little portly fat little kid named Lil B-Eazy. They promoting him.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, not to cut you down, but I'm looking at that list you said, right? Billboard. Billboard, you said it wasn't a rap song in top 40 though, right?
That's what they said.
Okay, that's what they say, but I'm looking. They right, but number 48 is NBA Youngboy. Now, this the thing. It's a single called Shot Calling, but this the thing. He on tour right now, and they saying his tour is breaking records, bro. They saying his tour is making like 1.5 million. He making a million. 1.5 million a show or something like that. His tour is like top 10 or top 5 or with just music tours period or some shit, or a rap or something. Regardless, right? If his tour is breaking records like that right now currently, but if you look at the Billboard 100, his song is number 48 and that's the only rap song, bro. That just show you right there how this shit don't really dictate or make no sense. It just like it. What is that?
That's what I'm trying to say. The math don't be mathing right now. Like a lot of my favorite artists coming up. Mac Dre. Like Mac Dre was never in the top. Well, at least the songs I was listening to of Mac Dre. I'm sure he got on the Billboard, but the songs I was listening to the Mac Dre was never in no top 40 Billboard. Many of the artists that I support and listen to, that never dictated, and they had some of the best music that I ever heard. So, like you said, and they are super successful. So, like you said, this is just like a kind of mainstream identifier to try to kind of like a degree from a prestigious institution. Look, I went to Harvard. Yeah, that don't mean you smarter than me. Actually, it does, because I went to Harvard. And then you talk to them and you like, yeah, bro, you don't really sound that much smarter. You're saying some big words, but you ain't really saying nothing. You feel me? Like when you think about all the game you got, you've been around big wigs and people in suits that are super successful, but sometimes it probably was a homeless dude on the street, bro, with like snaggle tooth that done gave you some life-changing game. You done been in the box, got some life-changing game. You know what I mean? So it's not all, people that's, suited and booted out of a college institution that's gonna give you the best game.
For sure. No, for sure that, and that just goes to say, like, when it comes to titles and just the world just love playing dress up, man. Just because somebody got a damn suit on and a hat that say, president or whatever, what that mean, bro? Or
Speak on that, bro, because like we always talk about the Bible, and isn't it a sin for idolatry? And then let's just say this person was a president. This person is still a man.
And he's still full of all kinds. So, bro, that idolatry, man, idolizing shit, man, and like I say, these positions, just the material shit, it's the cap, bro, and that's where that's what always makes the glass ceiling, bro, because that's just like this. What is we judging shit off of? It's getting away from being real. What's real is what you really like, what you really feel. If I really like your song, who cares, nigga, if this dude got a icy chain, or this dude got a fancier car, or this dude got a finer girlfriend, bro? At the end of the day, we talking about music, bro. And if we gonna rate something, we gotta rate it based off of what the subject is. You know what I'm saying? We keep.
Speaking of that, I don't know. Are you familiar? But before I move on to this next subject, I might pull this up in real time. You know who Jay Mills is, right?
Yeah, he going crazy right now.
Bruh, have you heard him and Goods? Did you hear the Goods diss record?
Garbage. I almost said something to you about it, but I ain't know if bro. But hey, see,
Jay Mills.
But wait.
Went
didn't you just ask me weeks ago? He went crazy on him and DNA. Look, didn't you just tell me weeks ago? You was like, "Hey, you be keeping up with the battles?" And I said, "Bro, I really don't fuck with it like I used to, cause I like the old shit." See, back when Jay Mills and them that's when I fuck with the battling shit, bro. The way that shit is now, and like I said, he is making a perfect representation of the difference between older school. I'm not gonna say old school, because they ain't that old, but I'm gonna say, like, the essence of battle rap versus this new school generation type shit, like Goods and shit like that. Goods, the shit he put out was garbage, bro. The video was garbage, bro. I watched it, I laughed at it. He can't make a song to save his life. Jay Mills been cooking them back to back. He been dropping.
Look, hold on. Let me say this. In Good's defense, I don't think the visuals was garbage, but it just didn't make
it. Fire on his head. Hey, when you see,
hey, hold on. That I'm gonna keep it real. When I seen that, I thought the nigga was like, I thought he was trying to say that he was on some Super Saiyan Goku shit. And then I looked, and it was supposed to be a crown. Now I can't hold you on that. That was lightweight corny.
Man, that was fire, man. He put fire on me. He put fire on his head. He did it multiple times in the video. I don't know who edited that shit. He pulling it. Hey. Then he got the chick singing on the hook like Rihanna or something, bro. Then he zoomed in at the end. He showed like his shoes, bro. No, bro. He just misunderstood. I don't know. I don't know what he thought this was, but he shouldn't have did that, bro. He forfeited.
Let's see. Let's see what we talking about. We're gonna react to it in real time.
This is Jay Mills. What you doing? You supposed to play the Goods before this, B.
What was that?
You supposed to play the goods before this, bro, because this is fire, right? It ain't gonna be fair. It ain't gonna be fair to play goods after this, because then
I
maybe like
mean,
it
the
ain't gonna.
way the way you was talking, you was saying like good. It ain't even worth listening
Look
to
at the
good.
thumbnail.
I don't know if I could sit through the whole goods thing.
You gotta come outside. This is one of them.
My question is, does goods jump in?
The city is lit right now. Where are you at?
The regular battle rappers who's not doing anything, and then there's goods. His work ethic is kind of second to none.
You ain't too cool to get the city lit.
Whatever.
And just in case I pause it and do a little bit of talking, it's just because I don't know if these cats got copyrights and I don't want them to hit me with a strike. So first off, good. Yeah, because Goods with the whole slick talk, he might strike a nigga. I don't know, Goods. But
He's
so
definitely mad at the response. You look at the comments in the
oh
video.
yeah, you know, after this I'm gonna read the comments. I forgot the comments went platinum. So this is Goods. Goods is a battle rapper and he's battling right now Jay Mills. Jay Mills is from the old school era, smack era, where you had to pull up on the corner. Like all of this little goofy shit where all of these hip hop hooligans, none of this shit would have been allowed decades ago. But now since infiltrators and tethers have been coming in, cultural tethers, and do a little bit of talking, it's just because I don't.
What happened?
Do a little bit of talking, it's just because.
You have it in your mind, I'm gonna crush that level. Let the fucking games begin.
What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant? Somebody gotta bring it outside. This ain't being fair.
They're gonna talk about it. They're gonna hate on you, but they don't know what it takes.
B, you hear me? Why I can't hear shit?
Oh, my bad, bro. I was muted the whole time. Did you hear me?
No, I was confused. I didn't know what was going. I'm like, is it me that's muted or you? I didn't hear you saying nothing. But I see.
Bruh, I apologize. What happened is on this mic is like if you bump it, it will like mute the mic, and I didn't even look and see that the mic was muted, bruh. So damn. But anyways, let me play some more of it because I had said hella stuff.
You gotta just get to this nigga rapping because that hook is so long, bro.
No, that's why I was laughing at you. I'm like, bro, the song ain't even started yet.
Bro,
nigga, why you shaking your head, bruh?
Because just, if you look at it, I seen a comment. They like, man, this shit look like something off of Empire. Hey, this shit do look like a TV show or something. Like this is a battle rap. So like, it's so cinematic. Nigga, slow motion, wiping his head. I'm like, bro, get to the. You can't do this in battle rap, bro. You gotta come. This nigga got singer. He got a choir. Got the people walking across the street. It's just the way it started. Like you just come off wrong, bro. Like you failed from the start.
This shit wild. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Because before, when I asked you about that, and you was like, nah, man, like I used to like it how it used to be, and I was just like, bro, you tripping, man. It's still. But now when I seen this video, I'm like, oh, this the type of shenanigans John was talking about.
That's okay.
When you broke, that's when they love you more. I'ma get right to it, nigga. Me, I let that money talk. Show you how to do this, nigga. Friend of me or friend of me's? Right, I don't go move out, nigga. Friends become enemies. I seen shout-outs turn to shootouts, nigga. Whoa. These diamonds dancing, mood of light. If she take care of you, then tell me who's the man and who's the wife. I be snapping in the field, nigga. Riding from afar. You see me rapping behind the wheel. I'm in $100,000 car. We don't wait for checks. We make the checks. Little broke dummies got so much money I don't pay respect. Huh?
Hold on, bro. That was a little outlandish chuckle. What you laughing at, bro?
See me rapping behind the wheel. I'm in $100,000 car. Then they show the fire on his head like he just cooked that shit. Man, that shit. You know what? Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
You saying he didn't cook it?
B, stop with the sarcasm, bro. You come on now, B. This man.
What sarcasm?
Look at this. Just zoom in on that, B. Hey, why did they do that? This is like some 2000 and bro, no, not you can't do this 2025. This is like, you know, like editors, bro. If you ever edited videos, you know, like you got effects and shit, and you got certain shit that's there that you just don't touch. That's like some shit that you like don't touch, like not for that, bro. And then look at his whole cadence. Goods is rapping like he is standing in front of a crowd, and he can do that. Say something, take a break. Say something, take a break, bro. There's a beat playing, bro. You all over the beat. Then it's like your bars. You in the studio recording. You gotta be rapping like you in a booth, bro. You rapping like you talking like you.
What's wrong with his bars, though?
Bro, the bars is not in format for studio recording. Those bars would work if they were a cappella and there was a crowd around him that could, you know, try to chime in and hype him up at the end of each line. That would have worked. But when you trying to do a song, this why a lot of battle rappers can't make songs. See, Jay Mills.
Are you going there with it?
No, I got to, because you got an artist like Jay Mills that come from real battle rap, and he didn't make songs with the elite, nigga. This nigga done made songs with Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj. Like, bro, he didn't been around the real great goats and shit. So he is seasoned with not only battle bars, but constructing a song in battle form.
Correct.
Goods can't. He's failing, bro, bad, bro, and he don't even know.
People regarded Goods as one, you know, one of the cast is nice on the tracks, but
no, let's see. Not on the tracks. Nobody said that.
Some people.
You kind of. Nobody said he was nice on track. They regard him as an elite battle rapper, like in the what's the league, Smack or
URL.
URL, yeah, they regard him as that. He ain't never been. Nigga, what good song we didn't ever. Never, nigga. I didn't even know that nigga make songs. This is my introduction to him, and I will never press play again.
Bro, wow. So I'm over here like, hey, Goods is one of the best rappers. John is like,
what did you say, nigga? We don't wait for checks. We make the checks. Little broke dummies got so much money I don't pay respect, huh? And this shit is pathetic. Why you living in your past? I'm buying gifts in my present.
See, they hurt it so you can't feel. And if you don't feel pain in
it. Bro, hey,
let's say the girl on the hook is better than Goods on this song, man.
But you wouldn't agree with that, right?
B, stop it, bro. You wouldn't agree with that? That the girls, nothing wrong with the hook, the song. It's just that, nigga, you trying to diss Jay Mills with this, and Jay Mills going crazy, nigga. That song, and look, that song that you just played with Jay Mills, the one called what was the name of that song? Turn Off the Lights or whatever.
Something like that.
Bruh, he ate Goods on that song, bro.
Hold on, well let's let the people judge, because Goods still got a chance to win this. Let's see what he got.
Playing it, bro. You might as well stop it, because it ain't going. Once it showed him Walmart shoes he got on, it's all the way over, bro. And I'm telling you, This is where having too much money will bite you in the ass. The video was shot good. It's a high quality. All
Goods
that.
got money.
He got money, but it's biting him in the ass because he don't have the skill and he don't have the what's the word? He does not have the discernment. He does not have the discernment. He doesn't have a proper team around him to tap him on the shoulder. See, because B, if this was you and somebody was dissing you and you was coming back at him in a video, I'm somebody who care about you that ain't gonna let you do something like this. I will because you're gonna show me the video and I'll be like, no, you can't go like this, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you where you going wrong. That they don't love him, bro. He don't got no friends, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all watched this before y'all released it, and y'all told him this was cool. Man, this is like press play, bro.
Ain't real. I said they hurt you can't feel. And if you don't feel pain, then it ain't real.
That lightning in the background. You don't like that?
Hey, you heard the high note, bro. This girl got a bridge, a hook, she got a whole verse on this motherfucker. Bro, and we don't even see her. But
you didn't like the lightning in the background? Come on, bro. I mean,
the effects and all this shit. What does this mean? Like all this cinematic.
What's a wolf to a lion? Can't compete with the king when he's sleeping.
He keep putting that fire on his head, bro. He did it like 4 times. Hey, and it's gonna end off like that. But keep playing it and pause it.
Who is this? Who is this boxing, bro?
I don't know, but the dude, he don't know, but he's the one getting jabbed on. He feel like he's doing the jabbing, but he get, bro.
They gon' talk about you. They gon' doubt your move.
Oh, look, he got
Goods. Goods is on the Goods got the same outfit. Did he shoot this video after he this nigga went to the boxing match and shot a video after he left the match and because he got that same jacket on?
And then I think that might be Dave East. Oh, look, he has a cameo. Yeah, cameos ain't gonna win.
Dave East did not want to be a part of this video. I guarantee you that. He didn't know that you was gonna put that in this. He just came to watch some boxers, bro. And you didn't threw him in there trying to make it like, man, press go ahead, man.
But they don't know the war you've been fighting. What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant? They gon' talk about it. They gon' hate on you, but they don't know what it takes. That's okay.
New wins from old losses. Was money dreaming. Watching the wheels spin on them old Porsches. It's funny even. I'm almost a mill in. I can show portions. Guess the workers get mad when you friends with they old bosses, huh? And let's not talk about that shop of mine. Broke nigga, you gon' make me show my Shopify. No hater. Men don't block men in they phone player. Yeah, you made it in the game, but was a fucking role player. Wait, let me calm down for these frauds now. Still wearing big clothes. Talking about the trap.
So that kind of is not a diss where you say, hey, someone made it in the game. It's almost like, man, yeah, you made it to the NBA, but you was a role player. Role players get in the game and get paid millions of dollars. So I made it. Bro. I made it to the league and got in the game, but you couldn't even make it in the same league that you trying to diss me about.
B, just pause it on his shoes when they show, because those are his shoes that he's wearing.
Yeah, the slick walks. All right, hold on.
I be the soul clown. Where's Big Rose? Tell him that he whack with a poor sound, trying to gain the reach fast.
They're called slick walks. I'm looking these up.
Yeah.
Sound trying to gain.
I can't see him that much, but
hey, he got a website called Nothing But Goods.
oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna just play the video and I'm gonna try to find the website.
Reach fat ass, fall down. You probably cover more ground. Just navigate where you going. You gotta quiet down. Y'all just be gassing these niggas to drive around. Well, it's cool. I got a few cars, nigga. You wanna find me? I be in Harlem at the juice bar, nigga. Yeah. Look.
And if you don't feel pain, then it ain't real. I said they hurt till you can't feel. And if you don't feel pain, then it ain't real. What's a wolf to a lion? Can't compete with the king when he's silent. They gon' talk about you, they gon' doubt your mood. But they don't know the war you've been fighting. What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant? They gon' talk about it.
I think that was enough of that. So it's only right that we have to play the J Mills one to see who actually won. I mean, actually before we go, we gotta see what the comments say. So hold on. I don't know if y'all will be able to see because I might not be able to make the comments bigger. I was trying to do it, but it wasn't.
Hey B.
Okay. All right, hold on. Yeah, what's up?
That J Mills joint is domestic violence.
So let's read the comments and then we gonna get into it. Could you see these?
Yeah, I see it on the screen. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one out the gate, and these are goods. This is good supporters, and goods got almost 82,000 subscribers. So somebody put y'all got me in real tears in these comments. This shit is ass, beloved. I blame Caps for this. Somebody said I googled Cherokee the ass and this popped up. This is a song for a this is a song for a deodorant commercial. This don't require a response. Goods need to stay out the way. Easy voice. Bullshit. Girl singing went harder than the rap. Someone sign her.
Damn.
He rapped about being at a juice bar. He did say, if you want to find me in Harlem, nigga, I'm at the juice bar.
Nigga, and look at Goods, bro. You don't look like you spending too much time at a juice bar. But go ahead, bro.
Well, he did used to be fatter than that, so he did lose a lot of weight. So I guess.
I mean, I'm not just saying because he's fat. I'm just saying just because how he just look. He just don't look like he just be at a juice bar. It's plenty of fat niggas that's in shape. It's football players, 300 pounds. They can outrun me and shit, nigga. I'm just saying, like, Goods don't look like he just be. Maybe he do. But
somebody put, what in the Winter Olympic theme music was this? And then another person said, and I agree, Goods didn't understand the assignment. Somebody else put, this ain't enough. J Mills 1-0 and he ain't even dropped the track yet. After hearing this song, I'm positive Goods' dad is white. He got angry.
Hey, whoa. Hey, like you got a white dad. Hey, that song did sound like some Eminem shit. Where your Texas homie at, B? Tell me they don't sound like an Eminem, the Rihanna collab or some shit, bro. That's some Eminem shit for sure.
Bro.
No, that's some shit that culture we do not, man, no.
Somebody put, might delete later, respectfully. This sounds like an admitting defeat track. Like, yeah, I lost, but I get money. Mills up 10-0 after this. This is that been out for 10 months with a torn ACL, but tonight he steps back in the court.
Hey, they own this nigga, boy.
They own this nigga melon. He said, look, hey, this dude agrees with you. He said the thumbnail saying firehead is crazy. Pause.
I didn't even keep that. They didn't say firehead. White kept that fire on his head. Say Lil Wayne for sure ain't gonna continue with Goods after this.
Then it says type of music they play on Empire or Power when somebody gets shot. Man, what the fuck is this? Goods' definition of having money does not make you not corny. Like I said, Goods got bread, but like you said, having bread ain't everything. Somebody said Silk the Shocker ass flow.
Hey, sure. I told you he was all over the beat. Like he couldn't. He was struggling, bro. He was fighting, bro.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what Mills got. Those comments was goated. I can't even hold y'all. Y'all went in on those comments.
We didn't see one comment that said that shit was hard.
And Goods, these are your fans. These are your mans. Let's see what J Mills got. Millsy.
Turn the motherfucking lights on. Turn the motherfucking lights on. I'm going gone. I'm going gone. I'm going gone.
Before we get in, I ain't gonna lie. This shit sound hard.
It look like it's bad. He put
Bro,
gloves on.
bro, he putting gloves on. He to the neck. He's not. There's no $100,000 car around. And these shoes, look at J Mill's shoes. Whatever those shoes is, those are cleaner than those slick walks. I can't hold them.
I don't know what those is, but
them is hard, bro. I would get them just for the B.
I fucks with. He say just for the B.
That hat that he got on, potent, simple but powerful. The shades, them Knight Rider shades. I'm just saying. This little basic fit, he got on some leather jeans, but they ain't the skin tight Prince ones. I'm just saying, he kind of already out swagging Goods, and Goods is supposed to be one of the swag lords. So
hey, that sample was giving horror movie something bad's about to happen vibes.
Yeah. Spooky. Let's commence.
I'm going gone. Yeah. I'm going gone. Yeah. I'm going gone. Look. First thing first, I ain't a troll, I'm a crash. I saw this little podcast clip that made me laugh. Battle rappers turn bloggers and I'm living in my past. And it's crazy cause them same niggas living in my past. Playing with my name, boy, you tripping, I'm a spaz. In the school I came from, you couldn't sit up in my class. You woke up on your birthday thinking about all my success and started sneak dissing with a purse strap to crush your chest. You talking like Escobar when you really a DeBarge. How to slick talk guard, getting slick talk washed. I'm talking spin cycle. It's a blessing I never been like you. Goods and DNA, Randy and Marlon, never been Michaels. Boy, I was moonwalking before you started spooning and forking. You niggas just some haters and groups who be talking. Goods, you acting like a bitch in the chat, but nigga, when I say clock it, it's checkmate. Even at my worst, you couldn't see me on your best day. Fuck when you was born, I have them celebrate your death day. Fuck your voice notes, nigga.
Bro, I had to pause right there because I don't, like I said, I don't want to get no copyright strike. But bruh, he already I'm already good song was 4 minutes, I think, and 38 seconds. In a minute and 23 seconds, Mills already won, bruh. He actually won just off that little spooky turning the lights off intro. And that girl on Good's track, she was a good singer. It's just that she reminded me of that Aston Martin music.
He said the Drake.
That song was fire, but that ain't no diss song, bruh. You added this chick that could sing her lungs out from the choir, but it's like, bruh, this is a battle here, bruh. Like, we want to hear some hit 'em up. Like that's the standard, bro. The Pac hit 'em up, not Aston Martin music, bruh, or flashing lights. Like, come on, bruh.
Please don't text shit. Going home celebrations for niggas, that's the best way to get the point across when that point is crossed. Oh, you be talking goods, you acting like a bitch in the chat, but nigga, when I say clock it, it's checkmate. Even at my worst, you couldn't see me on your best day. Fuck when you was born, I have them celebrate your death day. Fuck your voice notes, nigga, please don't text shit. Going home celebrations for niggas, that's the best way to get the point across when that point is crossed. Oh, you shining, bet this Glock will blow your pointers off. You niggas chase bitches that I've been flung and tossed. And she kept sucking even when my joint was soft. It's Millsy, I'm low profile. Rap style, slick is new now. Most hated crew pounds. Every time I'm moving through town, fuck all that slick talk. Nigga, you will get off and get chalked and tombstone and picked up and hip tossed. Cause you love my style, you fake.
Hey,
nigga, that was fire.
I told you, this is equivalent to domestic violence. This is a man beating a woman. This ain't even The way,
Nigga, that was
hey,
fire.
OJ boy, with the gloves that don't fit, them little ass gloves, but it's
Yeah,
crazy on that nigga, bro.
bro, he spazzed on, bro. I gotta run that back. Like I said, he already sorry goods. Good. You just go focus on your business, bruh. Focus on getting your money and riding in 100,000 car. Just be humble, be grateful. But this ain't the level of smoke you want. And like you were saying, if Millsy want to get in that Silk the Shocker goods talking pocket, he could do that. But goods can't get in this flow pattern and cadence that Mills can. And that's the thing. Mills was telling him his levels. I could do what you do, goods, but you can't do what I do. And Mills told him, he was like, goods, you're a great rapper. And he said goods is just good, but he's not great. You're dealing with greatness here. And I can't hold him. Mills is one of the greatest in terms of pen, in terms of him being in the streets, a cultural icon. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time. I still love that. No, no, no. You know what I mean? So Mills, he's one of them guys. Let me rewind it.
You niggas chase bitches that I've been flung and tossed. And she kept sucking even when my joint was soft. It's Millsy, I'm low profile. Rap style, slick is new now. Most hated crew pounds. Every time I'm moving through town, fuck all that slick talk. Nigga, you get often, get chalked and tombstone and picked up and hip tossed. Cause you love my style, you fake Harlem nigga, get lost. Tight face always mad, your plane ain't never lift off. That's all you got is crickets, ain't no custody, so you pissed off. Other than filming your part in there, what you got that shit for? Okay, let's get to it. You been a sassy, light-skinned Bronx nigga, and I knew it. You keep talking like you did something. Pussy, you clueless. Think you the only nigga hustling and moving. Don't be stupid. I took my advance from Universal, stretched it out and looped it while you was gripping plastic cups of Henny, rapping for proving me and my niggas had it booming down in Virginia Union. I understand the statute of limitations, but
I had to pause that flow pattern, that cadence, the way he got hit that pocket, stayed on beat, but was still rhyming the whole time. And he was doing a mixture of talking and just flowing. Bro, that shit was something to marvel at. I ain't even gonna lie. Bro went in on this.
Hey, if Goods can't say he lost, he might just need to just this might just be the end.
Yeah, no, it might be time for bro to hang it up. Yeah, it's almost like, you feel me, you got hops, you feel me, you be at the gym dunking on cats, and then you get dunked on. Bruh, that don't mean that you're not a good dunker, but yeah, bro, just posterize you. You gotta hold that.
Shattered the backboard on that nigga.
He's on fire. Bro
Yeah.
broke the glass on him.
Nigga, Goods need to, hey, at this point, you might want to pick a fist fight with him, bro. You might want to try to catch a fade.
Goods might have to catch the fade.
You ain't winning in a rap battle, I'll tell you that. And it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for Jay Mills to ever face-to-face battle you at this point, bro. Ain't no face-to-face. The way he just did him right now, and the way Goods came so weak, now Goods battle anybody else, they gonna roast him for that weak ass song that he came at Jay Mills with, bro. His gonna go in on that, bro.
All right, let's get back into it.
Understand, I'm the statue, y'all imitations. I could talk how I want, cause it ain't nothing I'm chasing. Battle rap fucked up, cause it suffered from inflation. Same niggas, same cards, same shit they saying, and people start complaining. This shit ain't entertaining. Them pay-per-view battles had you thinking you was famous. Now you talking tough, knowing you sweeter than a Danish. I'm like pouring water in a wall socket, I'm dangerous. Ain't talking juice when I'm talking steel, I'm talking stainless. Say my name and you get inflamed, that's the arrangement. Goods, I work the stock, I will place you right where your lane is. Wherever you sleep, that'll be where your last stain is. I show your whole family what pain is. I got niggas that you idolize hitting me like Millsy. Tell me what the game is. Nothing, I'm just feeling like what pain is. Goods, I promise you been a corn with it. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
And that quote, I might have to pull that out. That was from The Dark Knight, The Bane. But like right now, he's literally talking to this nigga, slick talking to him, but his talking don't sound.
Nigga, I'm dangerous, nigga. What, bro? serving.
Yeah, he's serving, bro. But like I said, he's talking to him, but his talk don't sound like talk. His talk sounds like a poetic flow. Good sound like he was just talking to you in a sentence behind this cinematic, like you said, beat for power book Raising Canaan.
A father whooping his son with a extension cord, nigga. Fresh out the shower.
You like this BTA belt to ass?
Bro, it's belt to this is woman, bro. He beating him like the opposite sex, bro. Like, not Goods does not have a fighting chance here, bro. It's like you just punching a dead body. It's like he just doing him. It's bad, bro.
At least he got that fire on his head, though.
Yo,
Molded by it, I'm so defiant. Your focus, think that'll be where your last stain is. I show your whole family what pain is. I got niggas that you idolize hitting me like Millsy. Tell me what the game is. Nothing, I'm just feeling like what pain is. Goods, I promise you been a corn with it. You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Molded by it, I'm so defiant. Your focus slighted, your glow expired. You overstepped, so let's get this understood. You ain't never been great, nigga. Goods just good. Nobody wearing that slick shit. And please hop off my dick quick. Got a lot to say about what I did, but you never did shit. Trailing me for 20 years, I know that's hard to live with.
And then when you kill people with just simple stuff, I mean, that was extremely simple. Talking a lot about what I did, but never did shit. But it's also about what he said before that. That nobody wearing that slick shit. Nobody is wearing them slick walks. So he was really like talking to bro's soul. And that is true, right?
talking to his soul. His shoe.
Yeah, bro. He like, nobody rocking that slick shit. You saying what I didn't do and you never did shit.
Oh.
Jay Mills has more accomplishments in hip-hop, cultural contributions, and achievements than Goods. So it's almost like somebody that never made the league talking about, man, you ain't do shit in the league, bro. Yeah, I didn't average 30 points, but I averaged 10 in the league that you never got to, bruh.
You know the irony of this whole battle shit? Jay Mills just started up his YouTube page, bro. And they was roasting him. They was like, oh man, you was with Young Money and you only got this many subscribers. Nigga, Jay Mills subscribers is going up, bro. Cause he only had like 2,000 subscribers. So nigga, he had 13K right now. And bro, they really just, bro, look, his shit is at 28K in 5 hours. The other one at 41. This one's at 97. Yeah, his shit going up, bro. Off of them trying to roast him, he done came in there and flamed him and DNA, bro. And now niggas is tuned in to Mills again, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't checking for Jay Mills, bro. I had forgot about him. But I'm definitely checking for him now, though.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Let me just finish this up and then we'll get back into it.
It's so slick when you walk, but you never slid shit. Trust me, Jarvis is molded by it. I'm so defiant. Your focus slighted. Your glow expired. You overstepped, so let's get this understood. You ain't never been great, nigga. Goods just good. Nobody wearing that slick shit. And please hop off my dick quick. Got a lot to say about what I did, but you never did shit. Trailing me for 20 years, I know that's hard to live with. How it's so slick when you walk, but you never slid shit. Trust me, Jarvis is something you don't want no part of. I'm a prison, you a holding cell. I will outbar ya. I'm from the home of the Carter. Make classics with Mr. Carter. You's a battle rap blogger that sell cologne and joggers. Why they started Jarvis Goods? You ain't never been no fucking artist. I'm Bob Ross, I show you what artists. I work doubles, I ain't taking nights off. This a closed casket, turn this motherfucking lights off. It's Mills.
Turn the motherfucking lights on. Turn the motherfucking lights on.
The cold body.
Turn the motherfucking lights on.
With Mr. Carter, you's a battle rap blogger that sell cologne and joggers. Why they started Jarvis Goods? You ain't never been no fucking artist. I'm Bob Ross, I show you what artists. I work doubles, I ain't taking nights off. This a closed casket, turn this motherfucking lights off. It's Mills.
I want to pause it right there. I want to pause it right there because this is showing he understood the assignment. He knows what he just did. He know that he cleared him. This was a clear body, Goods. And now I'm bowing my head to lay Goods to rest. He knows that he just killed him, bruh. R.I.P. to Goods, bruh.
Okay.
Bruh may not make it back. Y'all want to see a dead body?
Okay, boy.
Goods might not. Goods. Look, Goods, the only way you gonna survive this is if you...
And I quote, you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
If you do that, Goods, you'll be good. And he also said, how you got all this slick walk, but you ain't never slid shit. Like, bro was talking to him. Like, you all this slick talking guy, but you ain't sliding on nothing, bruh.
I ain't gonna lie. Jay Mills, one of them battle rappers, when it come to making battle rap songs, I don't think none of them battle niggas fucking with him with the songs, bro. They gonna want them to come battle in the league face to face where they could try to have a advantage or something to a degree.
And when
Cause
they try to rely on the crowd
yeah,
control and all the stuff like that,
then
yeah.
you could bring little
Props
and shit to
Yeah.
go all that, but just rapping, he's showing y'all niggas, bro. Y'all ain't fucking with him, bro. You gotta remember, this the nigga that battled Murder Mook, nigga. This him and Murder Mook battle is really what catapulted the East Coast battle rap shit the way, like, to jump it off. I ain't gonna cap, nigga.
Yeah,
Nigga, for
definitely.
sure. You feel me? So, and Murder Mook songs don't hit like this, bro.
They don't, and I rock with Mook. Mook is dope. He
Yeah,
does have some stuff that's dope, but overall, I can't hold you and act like he just putting out banger after banger. Like, would you
nah.
rather listen to Future or Murder Mook, right? Would you rather listen to even Finesse 2 Time or Murder Mook? You know what I mean?
But
So
that's hard. Finesse can rap, nigga. I ain't
no,
gonna
no, no, that's
cornball, but
no,
he
but
can rap though.
you get what I'm saying, though.
No
You know
facts,
what I
facts.
mean? Yeah.
No
All
facts,
right.
facts.
So now let's get into this. This is another video reaction by creator Ricardo Ignacio. I definitely want to give this dude his proper reverence because he's probably one of the only dudes that I know that calls out his Hispanic Latino community for their anti-blackness. And if y'all want to go watch this video, you can go to his platform. His name is his channel is Ricardo Ignacio Podcast, and this video is titled Black and Brown Unity. So we're about to get right into it. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and cue that up like so.
Brown and black people coming together is impossible. It is impossible unless brown people, Mexican people collectively come together and confront the anti-blackness that is inherently part of our post-colonial culture. It's what I said in one of my previous videos. And the comment section is flooded with Mexicans, with Latinos talking about, oh, it's not impossible, Ricardo, you're just being negative. So I'm going to repeat it again, nice and slow, like a lowrider. Brown and black people coming together is impossible unless brown people collectively confront the anti-blackness that is part of our post-colonial culture. Do you know what that means? It means that how can a people that have anti-blackness in their culture come together with a people that are black? It is impossible for a collective of people to come together with another people, more so when these people, meaning us, have anti-blackness.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. This video is 13 minutes and 36 seconds. That's only 1 minute and 6 seconds in, and you don't hear a lot of people even giving 1 minute and 6 seconds of this level of criticism towards their community. Y'all know the goofy stuff that I always call out. The black community has an accountability problem. But you got a bunch of goofy niggas online talking about black on black crime, what blacks need to do this, fatherless homes, baby mama culture, degeneracy, disease rates, and things like that. You know, even though there's a lot of illogical fallacies, inaccuracies, propaganda, that is a form of accountability, right? Holding them accountable, right? Even though that's very nebulous in terms of what it means. But on the flip side, you don't see other communities talking about all of the dysfunction in their communities. Doesn't mean that their community are perfect little angels that doesn't anything happen. It just means that the greater society of that collective doesn't go out of their way to publicize and over exaggerate the issues in their community. But there are issues of anti-blackness that is very pervasive and extremely exaggerated. But people want to act like we're exaggerating when we call it out. See, when we call it out, you're being xenophobic for calling out what's actually happening. And then they'll try to say, no, black and brown people stick together because brown people buy rap music. Buying rap music and growing up around blacks and saying I grew up around blacks, so that's why I say nigga. So that means we stick together. So you grew up around black people, you say nigga all the time, but you're not pushing for a black and brown construction company, a black and brown landscaping company, when there's all of these brown Latinos at the hip hop radio stations. You're advocating to get more Latinos that look like you, more white identifying Hispanics. There's no black and brown in the prison. Shouldn't that be the bedrock for black and brown solidarity, right? We're being locked up by the dominant society. And in the prison system, do the browns side with the blacks or do they side with the whites? Do they even consider themselves brown, or are they just siding with lighter white people? They see themselves as darker white people and they're siding with lighter white people. Then they get out and talk about black and brown. And then many of us, unfortunately, too many of us, we subscribe to it because we believe all lives matter. Rising tide lifts all boats. Minorities, marginalized groups, you know what I mean? I have a dream. We subscribe to that. And then after all of the resources are extracted, we're displaced, and those same people turn around and say, y'all don't have a culture. I'm going to call you nigga because you call each other that. So you niggas don't have a culture, and you niggas are lazy. I didn't build anything in my homeland, so I fled to your homeland to call you lazy.
In our post-colonial culture, an example, when I was younger, about a decade ago or so, I used to protest with brown, Mexican, Chicano activists that a lot of times got together to chant brown and black unity. We got together with black people, marched in the street together, everything. It looked like brown and black people got along just well. In our history here in America, we actually have a history where brown and black people, Chicano organizations came together with the Black Panthers, etc. But if you study this history, no matter how much we brown and black people try to get together, somehow, some way, for whatever reason, it always falls apart. Decade after decade after decade, we're chanting the same thing. We brown and black people need to come together. I thought we already came together decades ago with Malcolm X, with the Black Panthers. So why do we have to chant brown and black unity? Why do we have to convince ourselves to get together if we already supposedly did decades ago? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because we collectively as Mexicans, Chicanos, are a people that have anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture. And if you're going to say, what does that even mean? Good. I'm glad you're finally asking questions instead of not understanding what that means, but still giving an input in the comment section. What it means is that we, as a collective of brown people, Mexicans, Chicanos, indigenous people of Mexico, we are a people that were colonized by Spaniards. And the Spaniards implemented the caste system. They implemented anti-blackness in our culture. That's why it's important to call it our post-colonial culture, because it has been our culture ever since colonized by Spaniards. Some of us as individuals, whether we are aware of it or not, there is anti-blackness in our collective views. And I'll give you an example. Since I used to go protest with brown people, with Chicanos, with Mexicans, And we got together with black people in the streets talking about brown and black unity. But then when the marching was over, when black people went that way and we went this way, we would get together, just us brown people, just us Mexicans, Chicanos. And now that black people are not around, we're now speaking about our frustrations, our personal frustrations, such as, man, my daughter tried to bring a boyfriend the other day and he was a black guy. Man, you ain't gonna bring no black guy in the house. So how?
And that's a big thing too. So with us, I mean, our parents never told us, you better not bring no Mexican home. You better not bring no African home. Maybe some people's parents would have wanted them to obviously favor bringing home a black partner, but we never had parents that specifically said, here, don't bring home this specific racial or ethnic group. This just didn't happen like that. But these other groups, they've had their parents and family telling them to stay away from us. You better not date us. Oh, but then they'll turn around and say that they're cool with us because they listen to rap music and went to a cookout that we invited them to. So we invited them to our cookout, but we weren't invited to their fiesta. You see what I'm saying? We allowed them in rap music, but then they wanted to make Chicano rap. Huh? Why is it not just rap? You just a Chicano rapping. No, you're trying to make a subset of rapping, and then they say, oh, well, y'all don't rock with us. No, we don't rock with y'all trying to just culturally leech, take from a community that you don't support. We know that y'all calling us pinche mayate, changos, and all sorts of other stuff. And still, because unfortunately, too many people were obsessed with appeasing other groups. A lot of dudes wanted some Latina cooch, so they didn't want to step on. I don't want to go against the men of the society because, yeah, her dad don't like me and her uncle, but I want this Latina cooch. So maybe if I'm just a little bit nicer, that will ingratiate myself with the community. And even if they do like you as that individual, they don't like your other family members. So you're willing to bend the knee and buck break yourself culturally just to get next to some cooch. I mean, I can't really respect that. You can be with whoever you want to be, but she needs to get on your page. Her family needs to get on your page, or y'all don't need to be together. Smash and dash. Hit whoever you want, but once you make that commitment to say that, hey, I'm going to build a life with this family, like what type of kids are you going to raise? A confused kid that don't really know which side of the fence that they belong on? Are you going to be raising a black kid? Are you going to be raising a Mexican kid, or a mixed kid that you got to treat, differently than you would treat a fully blooded Mexican or a fully blooded Black American? You know what I mean? None of this stuff is impossible. This stuff doesn't really have to be difficult. Like I said, whether we should or shouldn't have, we subscribe to the one drop rule. You got one drop of Negro blood and you look like Steph Curry. You look like Mariah Carey.
That nigga say Steph Curry.
You look like Ice Spice. I mean, lighter than that, we'll be like, yeah, man, you're black. But on the flip side, those other groups don't be like, yeah, you're white, or yeah, you're Hispanic. We're the only ones that do that. So once we accept you and to assimilate into this so-called blackness, then what we're saying is just don't try to wear it like a coat that you discard. You go to New York around Hispanics, I'm Hispanic like you. You go to a black church and then you're black, and then you go around the white corporate establishment and you're mixed. When I go around every one of those groups, I'm black here, black there, black here. And we're saying, if you're not willing to lean and stand on that, we're not the same. We don't have to be the same, but we do have to draw the distinction of how we're different and how we're not the same. A leopard looks like a jaguar. We can't just act like they're the same cat because they look the same.
How can someone like this be out there protesting with black people, talking about brown and black unity, but then go home to the wife, to the family. You have no problem with your daughter dating a white guy or any other guy of any other race. But if it's a black guy, now it's a problem. And that's just one example. There's many examples of.
And that's just one example. Do you know the dude Lefty Gunplay? You know who that is?
Yeah, you talking about the rapper, yeah.
So, you know, Kendrick Lamar had him on that. I think that song might even win a Grammy of the Turn the TV Off.
Yeah, his verse was so garbage. Kendrick just picked that one line out of it, and that.
Exactly. Crazy, hilarious, stupid, retarded, or something like that.
That part is cool, though.
No, it did sound cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the voice and everything. So I'm glad that he only put that in there. But what I'm saying is, see, on the flip side, what Latino artist has really reached out to put black people on? They'll put black people on to increase their popularity, but they won't put them on to elevate them in the space. You see what I'm saying? They won't say, hey, look, this is Latino culture. Let's find a black person that we can elevate in there. They'll collaborate, but the collaboration is just to kind of buffer them up. Hey, look how popular I am. I'm cool with the blacks. So keep supporting Latino stuff. But what they want to be is, hey, I'm cool with the blacks. And now Latinos, we have as much cultural clout as the blacks in this space, but they'll never allow that for you. If you start dancing and being part of a mariachi band, yeah, they'll allow you to participate so long as you. What was that?
Wait though. You said what Latino artist basically tried to put on a black? Well, let's say what Latino artist was big enough kind of to put on black, because all they had was like what, Cypress Hill. They had Baby Bash. Who was the Latino group that's in there? Rika Run Away. Was that Baby Bash? The Riders. What was they called? NB Riders or something. They was making some hits back in the days. The Mexicans, You Can Run Away and Spend Some Time. Remember that song?
I think so. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Them was like the biggest. It really ain't been no big, within our culture to where we could be like, oh, because Cypress Hill, I'm pretty sure they did some songs with some blacks, and then Baby Bash, I don't really know. I know he like the biggest. Shit, who's the biggest Mexican? I don't know, bro. Who is? I don't really be checking for it, but I just know Baby Bash was like platinum though. He from the Bay, and I'm pretty sure he didn't collab with like the 40 shit like that probably, but I don't know, bro. You damn near got a point, but then at the same time too, they ain't never really been in no position like really to put us on nothing as far as music wise.
So hold on, let me clarify. When I say put on, I don't mean put on in terms of like us, but what I'm saying is have some sort of appreciation, and it don't have to be rap. They could put us on to something of their culture. That's the whole thing. So think about it like this. Like I said, we have our cookout. You know how somebody will do a dance and then we extend the invitation to the cookout. Where is their invitation? They're not extending. They're just coming to our cookout, seeing what we cooking. Oh, they dance like this. They dress like that. All right, thanks for inviting me. Then they go and do their own thing and act like they forgot where it came from. And we don't have any invitation to their fiesta. That's what I'm talking about. Put somebody on. Nobody says that, hey, you need to have a cookout as extravagant as ours, as popping as ours. Nah, you having your different type of cookout. You're having your fiesta, right? That's fine. I have no issues going to your fiesta, but you wasn't even thinking about me. You didn't even want to invite me. And then on the chance that I do get an invitation to your fiesta, I go and you playing a lot of my music, calling people nigga, and it ain't no niggas around. I'm just saying, bro.
anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture. And these are the things that we need to confront, we need to address, and more importantly, we need to erase them. But how can we begin to erase? How can we begin to confront? How can we begin to address a problem if we claim and or pretend that it doesn't exist? Oh, well, what are you talking about, bro? We cool. I got black friends. My homies are black. But your daughter can't date a black guy because we're supposed to.
And that's what I meant to say about Lefty Gunplay, right? Lefty Gunplay on a song with Kendrick that might get a Grammy. That song they performed at the Super Bowl, the most viewed Super Bowl. I mean, Lefty wasn't there, but Kendrick performed it. That was the most viewed Super Bowl performance ever, over 100 million viewers. And guess what Lefty Gunplay said, who grew up around the blacks, and a bunch of blacks, you know, were like, hey, cool, you know, we'll allow you to partake in this culture, and, you know, we won't criticize you or anything. Lefty Gunplay said if his daughter brought a black guy home, man, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna try to find that video. So Lefty Gunplay doesn't want his daughter dating black guys, but he didn't say if his daughter brings home an Asian. He didn't say if his daughter brings home a white person. So all of this black and brown, how are we gonna build black and brown with people that many of them are white, and the ones that are not want to get closer to whiteness? So how are we talking about black and brown, but they're secretly trying to get closer to whiteness, and then they're saying they can't figure out why we don't have a coalition? And this is many of what these so-called Hispanics believe. That's what Mejoró la raza means. Advance the race by whitening and lightening the race. You can't do that if a bunch of Latinos is getting with blacks. So people like Lefty Gunplay, he'll go over there with Kendrick Lamar, do a sea walk. He'll be in the video. Man, I grew up around blacks. Yeah, you grew up around Hispanic gang members who firebomb black people out of LA. He won't talk about that, but he'll talk about being on a song with Kendrick. And then after he leaves the studio of being on a song with a black rapper, he'll get on a podcast and say that he doesn't want his daughter to date black people. But we're just supposed to just be okay with this. You know, don't culturally gatekeep. I mean, you know, he has a right to his opinion. You know, that people start making excuses for that. Well, black people want to be with black people too. Show me the video of any black artist saying that. Even if you have a preference, right? There's no black artist saying like, man, my daughter better not bring home an Asian dude. Even if they think that. They would never hop on and publicly say that, because they have some sort of level of morality and dignity, and ultimately who your kid chooses is not up to you. So the fact that he's willing to say this so boldly with his chest shows how much disdain and disrespect that people in his community truly have. Your kids could listen to rap music. They can say nigga, but just don't bring home a black person. But whites and anyone else, perfectly fine.
I'll say this about that, right? Because it's hella hypocritical, but I respect his honesty about it if that's just how he feel. But I think what's even worse than that is the other dude, Swifty Blue, the Mexican rapper, and he be saying nigga and all that too, but he said he wouldn't even sign to a black record label. And I'm like, well, how the fuck? I mean, I'm saying that's worse, because that's just like us saying,
I agree.
You feel me? That's just like us saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'll make a Mexican food restaurant, but I won't work for one, but I want to sell I want to sell that. Like, how the fuck? Like, what? That's crazy, bro. Like, that's what the point that you getting at about this whole shit is like, bro. It's completely lopsided, bro. It's like you can't even fake it. Like, oh no, man, you know, we all together as a collective, black and brown. No, it ain't, bro, because y'all subconsciously inside. And I'm not saying every single one. I'm saying there's always, you know, there's always relatives in their families who are so strong with this racist shit. And it's like, if they not gonna stand up against that shit and call it out, like it seemed like that's what this dude is doing. The dude that you playing, it seemed like he's calling out the hypocrisy, correct? Right? Is he calling out the hypocrisy, B?
Yes.
Okay, so we need more Mexican or Latino people like him that's gonna call out the hypocrisy, like, hey, this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be carrying it like that, because we don't carry it like that against them. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, bro, it just speaks volumes, bro. Like I say, damn, the more you put it in perspective, you say Kendrick put him on the song, regardless, even if his verse was hella weak, at least he kept one line. This line was cool, bro, and it's catchy, and people fuck with it. And that song, he performed that song at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Now he performed at the Super Bowl. They wouldn't have did that for us. For sure they wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have. They would have probably clipped the whole song just because it had one of us on there. And then it's like, man, bro, Kendrick did what Kendrick did for his career. Man, ain't no Mexican ain't never did and will never do. You know what I'm saying? But then you don't want to see your daughter with a black dude. Say this, you don't want to see your daughter with a disrespectful black dude. I can respect that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would want to, like, it's about respect, right? Because as long as she's being treated, with the utmost respect, and she's being protected and provided for the way that you feel like your young princess should be treated and taken care of, right? Whoever is coming from, and that's up to her who she like, you know what I'm saying? Who pleases her. But it's like, you distinctively saying if she bring home a black dude, that's what's on your mind. Like, you feel me? But you want to dress like a black dude, make music like a black dude, make music with black dudes to a degree. You want acceptance from black people, but you don't accept us.
And you only want acceptance. You just want our stamp of approval, not because you like us. You want us our acceptance because you need our acceptance, because you in our cultural realm. So you need our acceptance and stamp of approval, but only it's an extraction process. You want the stamp of approval not because you care about us, because you need the stamp of approval so that you could extract resources. So it's almost like if you need to get into a government building but you don't have government clearance, right? So you want to kind of schmooze with the people that can get you the government clearance. You don't care about them. You just want clearance to get in the government building to try to soak up game information and do what you need to do. And that's all they want to do here. Let us get in this culture, not because we care about the culture, but we see it as an extraction operation. We can take from this culture. It's like a cultural buffet. I'll have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'll take it over here and I'll forget where it came from. Actually, I'll lie about where it came from. And this is another person that doesn't have any cultural respect. He did come back later and apologize, but I don't even care. And the fact that,
Oh, you showing that's OT, Mexican OT?
I haven't heard it. Some people said he got some cool shit, but the thing is, I don't care how good. There was some shit that 6ix9ine had that was cool.
Hey, you finna play this clip where he was up there with Angela Yee and him, and he talking about he'll say nigga and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it and all this shit.
Let's see.
That's what
I
it is.
respect people that they feel that way, and that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? It's like I don't went to the jungle.
So already right there, right? He's talking about saying the N-word. What are you going to do about it? So that's very antagonistic. And people say all this type of stuff. So when somebody say, all right, what I'm going to do about it is, hypothetically, man, I'ma slap you. You feel me? I'ma pistol whip you. I'ma hip toss you. You feel me? I'ma press you. When somebody do that, then they try to say that you triggered over just a word. But bruh, you over here trying to be very antagonistic, and you over here puffing out your chest like you extra hard. So I'ma show you what being a hard nigga is really about. You want to act like a nigga? Then bro, let's get into some nigga shit then.
I'm going to earn the lion's head. You know, I'll dominate anywhere.
Do you? You see what I'm saying? Now he's talking about, first of all, what are you going to do about it? So that's challenging me. Then he
talking
said
about the
he'll...
lion's head.
And how do you get a lion's head? You have to kill the lion and decapitate. So this is very violent rhetoric, but he's trying to say it polite. That's why I talked about earlier, polite supremacy. He's trying to kind of do it in a mumbly hip hop way where he's smoking blunts and trying to seem like he's cool and swagged out. Bruh, how do you get the lion's head, bruh? A lion is not going to voluntarily just give up his back or give up his head. You have to battle the lion, destroy, kill the lion, and come back with his head. And you talking about you'll dominate anywhere? Okay, fine. Go into a black neighborhood, a black church where it's a bunch of black people and dominate. Leave with a bunch of lions' heads. You might leave with one, but you ain't gonna leave with two.
You feel like you could say the N-word?
What the f are you gonna do about it? You know, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up.
You hear that? I grew up loving these motherfuckers.
The dude, now he had an album with Sauce Walker and shit. He from Texas. Sauce Walker heard this shit and he made some videos chastising him, letting him know like, hey bro, you know, that ain't cool. You sitting up there around black females, bro, and you talking this aggressive shit, talking about what y'all gonna do about it. That's when you making it like it's some gangster shit now, because now you like, it's like you trying to challenge motherfuckers like, yeah, so what if you offended by it? What you gonna do about it? When then in the next breath you say, oh, I grew up loving y'all and all that. Yeah, but if you respect us, see, love and respect is two different things. You can love somebody and don't respect them. You loving us, but you love our culture. You love, you know what I'm saying, how we talk, how we walk, how we look, how we dress, but you don't respect us to at least take into account that this word that you using, the meaning behind it, all the history behind it, the people that you might be around. I understand if you cool with some so-called niggas or whatever, and they amongst them, they let you fuck with it like that, but you feel comfortable enough to where you think you gonna come anywhere, like you saying you gonna come from Texas to California, and you think you just gonna walk around everywhere saying
He
niggas.
said, I'll dominate anywhere. So like you said, okay, fine. Yo, Texas niggas let you say that, but you're saying, man, I'll come around New York and say it in Atlanta. And this is the whole thing with the, you know, the alleged N-word pass. Let's just say that you did have a pass, bro. Man, I'm from Oakland. Okay, if you from Oakland, that don't mean that you got a pass to just go to Memphis and do whatever you want. If you from Oakland, that don't mean you got a pass to go to St. Louis and just do it and say whatever you want. But with this mythical N-word pass, because some niggas you grew up with in Houston said that you got a pass, you think you can go all around the globe just calling people niggas because, well, y'all say it to yourself, or some blacks said it was okay. Some Mexicans told me it was okay to call them wetbacks. Some Hispanics said they don't care if I call them spics.
Hey,
but should I call everyone that?
B, you know what they should have asked him? They should have said, well, you grew up with him, right? You grew up loving them, so you really been around them, like you say, right? Well, have you ever seen them discriminated against? Have you ever seen racism? Have you ever seen them being, you know, called the N-word and they wasn't okay with it? Like, you feel me? Because if you ain't never experienced that, then all that I grew up around them and all that, then nah, you ain't been around them, bro, because you should at least have experienced some racism. And what was your take on that? Did you stand up with them and say, hey, I don't? And that's where they can't never, nobody don't ever ask them that question.
Nobody answer that.
Any of them.
Anybody.
Any of the people that say nigga.
And not only that, first of all, he said, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. If y'all love it, why are you calling us motherfuckers? Yeah, so not only is you calling us niggas, you calling us Man, I grew up. Yeah, I say nigga because I love these motherfuckers. Do you hear how that sound?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Would you talk about your kids like that? Like, I don't know, like these people, that's why I say they love us, but they don't respect us, bro. It ain't no respect.
All right, let me play a little bit more.
Fighting with them, eating with them. I respect people that they feel.
Look at the analogies they always use. I grew up with these motherfuckers. I was eating with them. I was fighting with them. It's a bunch of black people who never been in a fight. So how the fuck are they gonna relate to you fighting with some hood niggas? It's what the fuck were y'all eating? Because y'all ate tacos and we went over your abuela house and she cooked us tacos. Man, you remember my abuela cooked y'all tacos. So that gives me the nigga pass. Okay, you came over to my house and my mom cooked your spaghetti. She cooked your stew. She cooked your fried chicken and she made a black tacos. So that's why I'm calling you a wetback. That's why I'm calling you a beaner, a spit, a border hopper.
Man,
come on, bro. That shit don't even make sense.
It don't.
Feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? It's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know, I'll dominate anywhere.
Do you feel like?
Did he say he went to the jungle and earned a lion's head?
Correct. How do you earn? That's what I was trying to tell you. How do you? You know how you earn a lion's head.
So he's saying he didn't kill some niggas.
I'm just trying to say, like, if you not saying that, bro, you can't be trying to word shit like that where you don't fully stand on what you stand on.
You saying it sound like you saying you didn't kill some niggas. So
that I'm just trying to say, when people talk like this, they want to be taken literally. So if you speak it metaphorically, say that, which means you lying and you kind of spewing propaganda. So let's take you face value. Because let's metaphorically think, how could you take a lion's head, bro? When you see those people that hang lions and elephants up on their mantle, how did they get that? You feel me? So it's like, bruh, this was him supposed to, you know, kind of showing that he's a part of the culture, but this was just like him being extra disrespectful to the culture. And also, I don't even know why these chicks would even be asking this stuff when it ain't no actual niggas around. Do these chicks consider themselves N-words or niggas? So why are you asking questions about niggas when no niggas are around? And it's funny though, people like the Mexican OT, why his name ain't the Mexican nigga OT? See, these people, they don't consider themselves nigga, but they say nigga. They get around niggas and say, yeah, I'm a nigga just like y'all. But then when they go around their family, they're not identifying as a nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like this should be goofy. It's almost like somebody that's acting like a Crip, but you're only a Crip around other blue rags. And then you get home and then you square as Steve Urkel and you get back around the Hoovers and then you big Cripping again. And that's what these dudes do. Get around the blacks. Nigga. And then when he has a kid, a Mexican kid, do you think he'll never call his Mexican kid a YN? He'll call yours that though.
He ain't gonna say that to his mama.
Exactly.
But around man, but that show you how they really feel about us though. But just try to disguise it though, like it's love. Crazy.
Exactly.
Mejorar la raza. Remember? What we brown and black people have had is not brown and black unity. It's not brown and black coalition. What we've had has been us as a brown collective of people, Mexicans, Chicanos, whatever, is every time that we need help because we may be facing a systemic problem, we reach out to black people to see if they want to help. That's all we've ever had. There has never been brown and black unity, brown and black coalition. There's only been, hey, can y'all come over here with us? We need your help. An example, in 2024, when Donald Trump won and became president again, the stats show that the Latino vote was really high. And the reaction of black people collectively was, wait a minute, I thought y'all were with us. And so not too many months later, all of a sudden, we have a bunch of ICE raids. And all these Mexican people, these Chicanos, are being hit up by ICE, dragged out of their workplace, out of their houses, shoved into trucks, and being shipped and deported out of here. And many times, they're not even undocumented. They just look illegal. But that's a conversation for another day. Let me stick to the script. When we, as a collective, started protesting against ICE raids, what did Black people say? We're going to sit this one out. And what did we collectively say as a response to Black people sitting this out? We said, oh, that's messed up. We supported you with Black Lives Matter. You see, what we are doing is telling Black people, hey, we helped you guys out when you were facing something.
And that's a lie when people are saying, we supported you during Black Lives Matter. You marching in the street, hashtagging BLM is not supporting them. Most of that Black Lives Matter money went to non-Black organizations. The Black people that were up there were figureheads propped up by the Democrat establishment and oligarchs. It was a bunch of non-Black people who benefited from Black Lives Matter. And not only that, there's a bunch of people who got killed since the George Floyd protests, right? The George Floyd uprisings. Notice when people always try to say, well, I protested when George Floyd died. Okay, but there's a bunch of Black people that died in brutal, barbaric ways at the hands of the cops since there, i.e. Tyree Nichols, right? But y'all don't care about them. They act like George Floyd was the only Black person that they cared about. And if somebody wore a BLM shirt, then suddenly you have to ride with them on every issue. Did you know that over half of the Border Patrol is Hispanic? Over half of the ICE agents is Hispanic. So Hispanics don't really have an issue with ICE. But you want FBAs to have an issue with ICE? Y'all want us to cry about deportations when Trump was loud and clear about what he was going to do in terms of deportations. And guess what the Latinos still said? I will vote for Donald Trump. They made a song out of it. They made a hit song out of that Donald Trump stuff. So yes.
All right, B, it might have been AI.
Okay, we about to see. I'm going to play a little bit more and I'm going to see if this is AI.
Something. Don't you think you guys need to help us out too now that we need you? And of course, Black people collectively responded, we were there when it was time to vote. You were not even there for yourselves. But that's not even the argument. My argument is the collective reaction of my people. Y'all Black people are supposed to help us. We were there for you and such and this and that. You see? We never had brown and Black coalition. All we've ever had is whenever we need help, we'll hit you guys up. That's all we ever had. And the reason why is because
B, you muted?
Gente sale a votar sin miedo a la calle. No te quedes en la casa, así que tú no me falles. Oye, sale a votar, vota con los tres de La Habana. Mano para arriba la gente.
It seemed that seemed pretty serious. They said they will vote for Donald Trump.
B, that was B. Come on, man. That was paid for by Trump. Man, they had a big budget. Man, look how crispy that was. That was like 4K. They on a yacht. Man, come on, man. Ain't no damn Mexican got no. I mean, come on, man.
Bro, it was no gun to their head forcing them to say that, bro.
That money was the gun, man. They needed them checks, man. They took them pesos, nigga. They say, what? Where my hat? They got on that boat, nigga, and went in for Trump, nigga. They did a whole rollout. That was crazy.
Latinos for Trump.
Man, they ass was out there on Venice Beach somewhere, nigga, going up. Donald Trump somewhere. Man, that's crazy, bro. No, I ain't gonna lie. Mexican dude, though, he's saying some real shit. You know, the Mexicans hot at him. They probably
No. Yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, he been getting death threats. Like, he talked about the anti-blackness in Dominican Republic on his last video, and he said the Dominican dude said, "Hey, bro, you messing up my business by calling out that stuff." He didn't say that what he said was a lie. He said, "Bro, you messing up his business," because a lot of his clients was Black Americans, and then once they watched his videos and they was like, "Oh damn, man, I didn't know y'all Latinos was that anti-black." So then people was just like, "Man, you know what, I'm gonna withhold my dollars," what we should have been doing anyways. And then so he said he was losing Black American clients because this dude Ricardo Ignacio is calling out anti-blackness.
And that's cap. Nigga, ain't no black people just now finding out that Mexicans is racist when they heard him talking about that.
I agree, but I'm saying that's what the people was telling him. He trying to guilt trip him into not talking about it.
Yeah, what it is he's experiencing a racial backlash kind of to the degree not to the degree of us, of course, but he's starting to get, they trying to go at him like how they feel about us to a degree because he's speaking up for us, you feel me? And they really racist in their hearts, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, and that's why they giving him the backlash, like, hey, don't be, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he talking about. He like, bro, y'all with the fake black and brown, ain't no y'all ain't go to them when we need help.
Exactly.
And hey, and look what dude say. He say, "Hey, I'm losing business, man. You feel me? Oh, so now it's bad because you losing business, but we losing our lives out here, nigga. You don't give a damn. You feel me? So, man, that's what he's saying, bro. It just still proves the point of what he's saying, bro. You worried about business, we worried about our life. Y'all don't care about that. And then, like you say, they want to talk about ISIS. Yeah, now y'all want help from us to fight against ISIS, but it's y'all people that's getting employed by ISIS, nigga. Y'all doing this to yourself.
Exactly, bro. Over half of them is Hispanics. So it's a bunch of Hispanics chasing them at the border. A bunch of Hispanics knocking on their door and zip tying them. And then they blaming the blacks for not crashing out. And then when
Hispanic on Hispanic crime.
It's just only not being called that, but that's exactly what it is.
Hey, they say we are biggest enemy. I guess they biggest enemy then.
Bro, most crime is intraracial. Most whites kill whites. Most Hispanics kill Hispanic. And it's because of who you buy. If you will buy a bunch of blacks, most likely that's who you're going to interact with. That's who you're going to have dealings with, fights with, do business with, etc. You, especially if you don't got a car or money, you ain't going to go 30 miles across the city to go do a crime on a black person when you can walk 3 steps and find somebody to hit a lick on.
Oh, facts.
How can this collective of people ever come with that collective of people when this collective of people have, of course, black people collectively responded, we were there when it was time to vote. You were not even there for yourselves. But that's not even the argument. My argument is the collective reaction of my people. Y'all black people are supposed to help us. We were there for you and such and this and that. You see? We never had brown and black coalition. All we've ever had is whenever we need help, we'll hit you guys up. That's all we ever had. And the reason why is because how can this collective of people ever come with that collective of people when this collective of people have anti-blackness in their post-colonial culture? So I'm going to say what I said on that last video again. It is impossible for brown and black people to come together until, let's highlight the word until this collective of people confront the anti-blackness in their collective post-colonial culture. The amount of anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture is madness. And the reason why a lot of us either are in denial about it or claim it doesn't exist is because anti-blackness is so normalized that a lot of times we don't even know that we're being anti-black. For example, I was hanging out with a group of Chicanos as we were protesting, ironically, with black people. chanting brown and black unity. And when the protesting was over, we went to one of our Chicana's friends' house because her mom was going to serve us some food after we had to spend a couple of hours out there in the streets running around. So when we got there, we're all hanging out, everything. How was the protesting, guys? Blah, 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 blah. As we were there eating, all of a sudden, our friend was having a conversation with her mom. And in this conversation, one of the aunties was also there. And they were gossiping about how somebody in this family's niece was married to a black dude. And in Spanish, the auntie said, "Ay, mija, esa pobre muchacha se casó con un pinche negro tan prieto, bien prieto." And I literally looked around to see if anybody would react. Nobody. Why? Because it's normalized. It's very normal to express ourselves this way and to feel about black people this way. We don't even think it's anti-black because it's so normal to be this way. Oh, Ricardo, but I don't think this way. I married a black woman. I married a black man. Good for you. But what does that have to do with us as a collective of people that claim we want to come together with black people, but yet collectively, never mind you, collectively, we have anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture. And when one of us brings it up, we either deny that it exists or we don't see a problem with it. It's normalized, meaning that it's okay for us as a collective of people that if our daughters marry a white guy, that's perfectly fine. In fact, we encourage it because we want you to have a better life. And what way better than to get with a white person? Duh. I'm not racist, but you better not bring home a black guy, though. I have nothing against those people, but I mean, I don't want no little black kids running around here with their little pelo malo. Anyway, I'll be back, y'all. I'm going to go protest with my black brothers and sisters because we need to bring us together. We can't come together, and we cannot call it brown and black coalition if we only reach out to black people when we need to use them to vote in our favor so they could come protest with us because this system is discriminating against us. That is not coalition. That's exploiting a people, especially when we are practicing anti-black views in our household. And that is why you never see me in my videos or anything like that talking about brown and black unity, brown and black coalition, because I'm not somebody that's in denial about the problems in our post-colonial culture. Not only do we have anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture, we have anti-indigeneity in our post-colonial culture. So how can a people come together with another people if we ourselves suffer from internalized racism, internalized colorism, consciously or subconsciously practicing mejorando la raza? We need to confront the anti-blackness in our collective post-colonial macro culture. We have to. Otherwise, there will never be no brown and black coalition. It is impossible because the result wouldn't be coalition, wouldn't be unity. The result would be, hey, we'll hit you guys up when it's time to vote so you guys could come help us vote for our best interest. But for the meantime, black brothers and sisters, don't come around our daughters, please. And please, don't misconstrue what I'm telling you. We shouldn't be forced to date anybody of a particular race to prove that we're not racist. But see, the problem comes when we collectively have normalized being perfectly fine. In fact, encouraging our children to date and to have children with white people, con los güeritos, con ojos azules, but then have a problem if our children are getting with black people. It's not that we should force our children or ourselves to date anybody of another race. That's silly. But it's when we have a problem with a particular race, exclusively that race, when or if our children are dating and or marrying them. And in this particular case, we collectively are notoriously known for having a problem when our sisters, when our daughters date black men. And that is the anti-blackness that I'm talking about. How do we, as a collective of people, love to claim that the white man is the colonizer, the oppressor, but we see it almost as a favor done to us if a white man, white woman is marrying one of us, having children with one of us, hoping.
And that's a huge point right there, right? When people are saying the reason why I had to flee my country because of U.S. imperialism, you're talking about non-black white dominated power structures that decimated your homeland and colonized them. They were raping your women, pillaging and plundering in your country, extracting resources, exploiting your people. It wasn't no black or melanated faces doing that. And when you come over here, instead of challenging the people that did that, you try to look at a group that you believe that you're superior than because you were propped up to be a model minority and a buffer group. You look at that group who didn't do a damn thing to you but try to help you. You look at that group as, hey, pinche meate, oh man, they're less than. And it's very rich, it's very ironic. You're fleeing gang violence, right? I'm fleeing gang violence from Mexico because a bunch of Mexicans in the Mexican cartel are exploiting and being violent towards other Mexicans. You were fleeing Mexican on Mexican crime, and you come here and talk about what about Chicago? What about Oakland? The shit that's happening in Mexico could never happen. There was a mayor where they
cut his head off and shit.
Come on, bruh. And then they took it to his house and like put it on his front lawn or something like that. So just chopping the head wasn't enough. They took it a step further.
Hey, they was doing that to like the police sergeant and shit too. Nigga, nobody wanted to step up. And, bro, they be tripping.
Bro, who do you know in Oakland, Pittsburgh, Vallejo, Sacramento? You see what I'm saying? So, and then many of us will subscribe.
Motherfuckers in Oakland and shit. You seen that?
Remember that? And guess who was getting blamed for it? And then you read the fine print and it says Sereno. Hold on, these Hispanics out there getting busy. But then you reading comments and they saying, see, niggas can't do shit, man. And that's why you can't have nice things because of niggas. And the usual suspects is like, but it wasn't no niggas that was doing that.
Nothing to do with it.
And then right there, the Mexican OT, he won't say 31 Sereno niggas. You feel me? They won't even call them any type. They won't even say, oh man, it was a bunch of scraps that did that, right? No derogatory terms, no slurs. Those are specifically reserved for us. But no, I don't mean it like that. So, I'm going to start saying all of these hypothetical slurs, chink, wetback, but I won't mean it like that. So let's just wrap up this video because I know you got to go and I'm going to get ready to shut her down. He only got like 1 minute left.
That our kids come out whiter. We, as a collective of people, love to claim that the white man is the colonizer, the oppressor, but we see it almost as a favor done to us. If a white man, white woman is marrying one of us, having children with one of us, hoping that our kids come out whiter looking. And meanwhile, this has been normalized in our culture. We are the same people that turn around and tell black people that they are our brothers and sisters. But yet, we have a problem with our sisters, with our daughters, dating them, having children with them. And why do we have a problem with it? Because whether we are aware of it or not, the concept of mejorar la raza, it's there. And it's been normalized to practice it. So it doesn't matter how many black friends you have. If you protest and talking about brown and black coalition, getting together with a bunch of black people, but yet we collectively exercise and practice mejorando la raza. How can we claim that the white man is the colonizer, the oppressor, when part of mejorando la raza is yearning and desiring proximity to whiteness and rejecting and or repelling blackness? There is no brown and black coalition unless we collectively confront the anti-blackness in our post-colonial culture.
Mic drop. Shout out to the brother, hermano, Ricardo Ignacio. Now,
he got an Instagram?
I'm not sure if he does have an Instagram. If he does, actually, I'm gonna check his page. I've only just seen his YouTube page. I know he's really heavy on TikTok, and it looks like he has a Facebook. So I know he's on Facebook and TikTok, and I just found this on his YouTube page. But his YouTube page is Ricardo Ignacio Podcast. And salute to the bro. He's a Mexican, Indigenous American, and he's probably like the only channel that I've ever heard calling out his community. See, with us, we're supposed to lay everything on the table, talk about fatherless homes and all this other type of stuff, colorism, gender war, black men ain't shit. Y'all talk about slavery too much, all sorts of stuff. We have to lay it all on the table, be criticized by our own, be criticized from tethers, sambos, people, non-black people. And these other groups, they don't usually put their information out there to be criticized, dissected. They try to act like we don't know. Now, me and you, we already know about the anti-blackness, how pervasive it is in the Latino community. But when we say it, man, y'all just acting like victims. Y'all just complaining. But when he says it is part of his community, then it's like, oh, well, maybe he's on to something. He's saying the same thing that I've been trying to tell you about. It's just you were finding ways to obfuscate and try to act like I was just, blowing smoke. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate this dude because I know he's getting a lot of flack from his community. Some dudes probably, they want to take bro head off how the cartel did. If they did that to that mayor, you know what I mean? Like if they get a hold of bruh. So protect this man at all costs. So shout out to Ricardo Ignacio. So before I shut her down, did you have any final words?
No, man, just another good one, man. I mean, I'm always stay tapped in. We just gonna keep cooking, bro. We got a lot of work on the way, a lot of things behind the scenes. It's gonna be a big month, coming up between now and the beginning of through December and January. So y'all stay tuned in. Shout out to B-Eazy, that dude. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody coming through, showing love. Big Riggs, Sunlight. I seen Roger Meadows in there. Who else I seen in the chat, bro? Anybody name I forgive me, man. But I'm just paraphrasing real fast, running it down. Getting ready to shut it down. Shout out to the exclusive elusive family. I got the new I don't even want to say it, Chet. I just got to come with it and drop it.
Yeah, no, don't say it yet because I have to have you on here, and then we just gonna chop up games specifically about networking and how we can build and expand. So yeah, don't drop that. So just let me know the next time that you're available, and we'll do that. The stream will be shorter than this because we just gonna get straight down to business. And salute my bro Travion. Travion, I wish you was here for this one, but we about to get ready to shut her down. But yeah, John, this has been a fruitful stream, and I'm gonna let you go and do what you gotta do. I'm gonna just hit some final visuals before I get up out of here. I mean, you can hang out probably like 5 more minutes, or you can just drop down at any time. But yeah, salute to you. So this is the moment where we about to wind it down and get ready to shut her down. So let me hit y'all with a couple visuals just as a friendly reminder. Time for a like intermission. We kindly request that you show love to the channel's creator and platform by leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest content. Liking posts is completely free and helps the algorithm boost our reach. We want to grow the community larger and larger. So thank you all who take the time to support us. It does mean the world to us and doesn't go unnoticed.
Time you gave me my money. Where my money? I need cash. Please send that money. Please send that money. Please send that money. Where my money? I need cash. Where my money? I need cash. Where my money?
So if y'all want to make a contribution to your boy, hey, feel free, hit that Cash App. And before I get out of here, you know, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah. Hey. B-Eazy, that dude, shit so hot it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. I bring the pain like an aftermath of a car wreck. It's a lot of niggas that say they real. To me, that shit is far-fetched. Them cats is pussy. They really is on some feminine stuff. I ride up on them with the 40 ounce. It's the definition of adrenaline. What it do is sweet like cinnamon puffer. My niggas is rough like Willow Pass. Grew up out on Mary Mac, but I used to hang on Willow Pass. These worms that I roll with, outcasts and misfits. Better zip lips so you get hit when the fifth spit. Flatline in your fit. Trap habits is black magic, no voodoo. Get the bands like Buku. For the cocaine, they go cuckoo. Most these niggas is foo-foo, so I'm shitting on them like doo-doo. I can't fuck with y'all like tofu. I'm just saying, man, like Goku. Bad bitches at the house with me watching Netflix or Roku. Fuck them both at the same time, and I swear to God it was so cool. Street legend, real boss, I call shots cause I'm still saucy. I know some G's to the bike crack on Chirac and then fly back out the mill. When they hear me flow, they say I be burning up, burning up. Cookie to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up. When you hear me flow, say I be burning up, burning up. Cookie to the draw is what we burning up, burning up. What you ain't know, oh, we burning up, burning up. This shit so hot, it's burning up. Just go ahead and turn this up.
Thank you.